Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this year's HO Scale Fleet Update. So, this year is quite the video because there are a lot of additions to the fleet. So, first off, I always start off by showing you guys the packaged air that I have that has no warning light paint, which I've had that for a while, but obviously that's included. Now this year I do have something else that's pretty cool. It is a Grand Rapids Public Schools lettered Herpa, which this is the only one I've seen. It's not numbered within the fleet just because of it being a one-of-a-kind, and it wouldn't make sense for a Grand Rapids Public School to be spec'd as an Ohio bus, so that's a bus that I just kind of left in its package. But it is HO, so, there it is. So moving on to the fleet, we're going to go kind of quickly here. So 1 through 4 are all first gens, nothing's changed there. You may notice 5 is missing. 5 is with our friend Adam, and it is in the process of receiving some modifications. So I will do a video on that, and 41 is also missing, but I'll do a video on those when those modifications are done. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are all the same as last year. However, when we move up to 10, 10 is a new bus. It replaced the Ford Wayne looking bus. I still have it, it's just out of service. So it's just a Walthers remake, and it says ATA Inc. on the side, so nothing special. Just a newer replacement for that older bus. So then we have 11, 12. Those are the same as last year. Then we have 13. That is a new addition. I'll go ahead and pull it out. So this one, what does it say? It actually says Lebanon City Schools, which we don't have a bus 13, but this is just a number filler. Now, it had a crossarm when I got it, but the crossarm was not in the best of shape, so I just kind of went ahead and took it off. Just, because it was going to come off anyway. So that's kind of a little bit of a variation, not having a crossarm. Then you have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Those are all the same there. Nothing new. Then we go on to 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, all the way up to 24, 25. Honestly, that whole end of the row, those are all the same. Nothing new there. Then we get up to 26, 27. Again, nothing new. And then we have 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. And then finally we move on to 38. 38 is a new addition. That actually replaced a Bluebird Herpabird from last year. So that bus I actually sold to Adam, and this was its replacement. So that is the new 38. 39 I do believe was here last year, but I don't think I had given it a black hood yet. There are a few buses that have black hoods that the only reason they have black hoods is to pay homage to a real-life Lebanon bus. So 39, the real 39, had a black hood, and as some of you may know, I do now own that hood. Moving on, we've got 40, which we still have 40 in service. I don't have old 40 on mine, though. So 41, like I said, is missing. It's also receiving some modifications. Then we've got 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 7, 8, and 9. Those are all the same, so nothing new there. So then we move on to 50, 51, 52. Those three are the same. I actually just did a photo shoot with little 50 and big 50, so you can see those on my Flickr. 53, 54, 55, also the same. 56, 7, 8, and 9, same as last year. 60, 61, also same. So 62, moving on, a lot of the 60s are the same, so we'll just kind of go through them. So 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Now the first few buses in the 70s are the same, so 71, 72, 3. So 74 was newly added between this video and the last video, and so was 75, 76, 77. Now 77 has a black hood to pay homage to the used first gen that we had sold last school year. 78 and 79 are the same. 80 was here last year. 81, 82, 83, 84, and then this bus right here, which is unnumbered, is going to become 86. There are a few recent additions that are currently unnumbered because I'm still working on getting new labels to letter and number them, but that'll become 86. Now we've got 87 and 88. Those are new additions since last year. I think they just say ATA Inc. Warren. Oh, that's 86. Wrong bus. But they just say, yeah, ATA Inc. Warren Co. 89 is new, and 89 says Lebanon City Schools, just to model like 66 and 67 and 71 and 72. Because I use some of these numbers based off of our 17s that have white roofs. So 89 actually has like what would be considered an ID tag for the number. That's because there was some like dried glue that I couldn't get off, so the number wouldn't want to stick to it, so I just decided to make a little ID tag for it. So that seems to be working. But that's 89. Then we have 90. 90 is a new addition. There's quite a few buses in the 90s now, which actually it's completely filled. Moving on, we've got 91, which that was here last year. 92, new addition, also has a black hood to pay homage to our old 92, which was a lift bus. 93, 94, and 95 are all new additions. They are just the Walters remakes. I think I just put ATA Inc. on those. Nothing crazy because they're not actually modeled after anything. Moving on to 96 and 97. Now, 96 is one of the Washington High School buses with a yellow roof, which you don't see those too often, so that was pretty cool. So that's my second one in the collection. 97 is a white roof original. Now, you'll notice it only has its numbers on it, and I think, let's see, yeah, so it has stop as well as its numbers. This was the bus I ran out of labels on, so it just has the numbers as of right now. Then, as we move on, we've got 98, 99, and 100. Now you notice that these have post-its on them. Just like 86, they are not actually numbered yet. I have to get new labels to number them. But those are spot holders, like they are physically here, so I included them in the video. And then we have, of course, 171, 181, and 281. So that is the fleet of school buses. Let's go ahead and move on to the retired buses. Alright, so moving on to the retired buses, I don't think anything here has really changed. We've got 24 and then 26. This is 30, and then here's 39, which 39's been retired. I'm not sure if last year I had taken the hood off like this. I also removed the stop sign, so I've just kind of been using it as parts. But yeah, so that's 39. 88 was actually replaced this time around. I don't know if I had done the little details where I singled out the rear tires, and I also covered up the warning lights with Sharpie just to make it look like it had been retired. Then there's, this bus doesn't really have a number. It has X11 on it, but it's just kind of a bus that I used to test modifications on, because when I got it, it was missing a mirror, and I don't know, that's just what it's for. This is that Herpa that I've had for a while that basically it was trashed when Adam got it in the mail, and now it's here. And you'll see this extra front end from an S-Series. This actually came from 38, the old 38, because Adam modified it, so he took this off, and he gave me some spare parts he had, and that happened to be with it. So I've got headlights and a grill that I could use if I needed to. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the activity / multi-function buses. So in my excitement to get through the retired buses, I realized I left out 3 buses. So 2 of these have been retired. So you got 3, which is the little Chevy van. Kind of looks like mid-bus, superior-ish body. So that's been retired for a little bit. Then we have 5, which ironically was retired with a S-Series Herpa. But, you know, it's also retired, so Had to include it. I was going to turn it into a schoolie type modification. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. And then, of course, we have 10. So this is the Wayne looking Ford bus. So as you'll see, I did like black out the ID number. Also blacked it out on the back, which, before you ask, that is a label that has Sharpie on it, not the actual body. So it just kind of looks like it's retired, but I'm not getting rid of it because it is a pretty cool little bus. I want to kind of turn it into a work bus. I just haven't done anything with it yet. So that is the 3 retired buses that I forgot. So moving on to the activity / multi-purpose buses, 401, 402, and 403, the blue one, those are charter buses. Then we have, I think that's, I don't know what number this bus, oh, whoops, it's coming apart on me. 315, I believe the number is. So this is my very first CE. It's obviously seen better days, but it's just a work bus. Then we have the Good Shepherd Church bus, Campbell Bogan bus, Prison bus, Helping Hands bus, Maintenance of Way Herpa, Maintenance of Way bus. Then you have the Army bus, and then the Hippie bus, as well as the Search and Rescue bus. So those are the activity multi-purpose buses. No changes here. Just a general update for you guys. So let's go ahead and move on to the service trucks. So to save on time with the cars, usually I update you guys on those. There are no new updates with these cars since last year's video, so if you would like to get a better look at these, go ahead and check out last year's HO Scale Fleet Update. Alright, so moving on to the service trucks. A lot of these are the same, so I'm not going to spend too much time aside from the ones that are new additions. So I got the Peterbilt with the flatbed, and then over here, I mean, you've got the Western Star tow trucks, the Seagrave fire truck, which I see my light bar is screwed up on that, so I might have to glue that. Then we got the green 4000 series dump truck, 2 snow plows, a Durastar crew cab dump truck, got the GMC top kick, Durastar tow truck, 2 box trucks, one a 4000 series, the other a Durastar, which I know these have this cab would have been whatever model number, since these were made in the earlier 2000s, so you know, it wouldn't necessarily be the Durastar, but for ease of use, I'm just going to call them the Durastar. Got the Workstar, got the U-Haul 4000 series, got the 2 S-Series Herpa U-Hauls as well. Now, going over here, we've got a new addition. So we got a Durastar fuel tanker with a tow-along tanker. So that's a new addition. We've got this Durastar flatbed truck, which is just a stationary flatbed. So that's a new addition. Got 2 rollbacks, which they actually do roll back, and you know, you can put a car on there if you want. But got 2 rollbacks, and then there's a fire tanker. This was in a lot that I purchased, and I honestly only kept it because I thought it looked cool. No real practical use in my very large school bus fleet, but I liked it, so I kept it. So that's all the service trucks for this year. Yeah. Alright, so that was the 2024 HO Scale Fleet Update. I know most of the school bus fleet was stuff you guys have already seen, but there were quite a few additions. Originally, I wanted to film this video on 50, just because all these HO Scale CEs, you know. But logistically, I mean, it's a lot easier to move those around to the bus than it would be the 1 to 53rd scale fleet, but logistically, it was just going to be easier for me to do it here. So maybe, possibly next year, I'll put in the effort to do it on 50. But I just thought I'd have a little bit more control here. And also here, I don't run the risk of any of these rolling off the seat and hitting the floor and possibly breaking. And I know I kind of just gave you a quick look at the cars. There's really nothing new with like the cars and, you know, non-buses or trucks, so that's why I did that. One like I said, when I get the 2 buses that Adam is modifying for me, I will do a video on those. And the last thing I do want to talk about is some of you may have seen the new Dodge. I think it's a B or D600, maybe, whatever it is. And it's got like a bluebird looking body that a company in, I think, Germany has started to make in the HO scale. They got a school bus, an NYPD police bus, an army bus, and then I think a hippie bus. Due to the price, I'm only going for the school bus right now. If they happen to, come here and are a little bit cheaper, I may buy one of each. But I do plan to purchase at least 1 or 2 school buses to have in the fleet, which I know that as old as they are, they wouldn't make sense to be in service. But I was thinking to model it after something that like might be operated as a historical vehicle or something. So once I do buy one of those, I will do a review on it. So that way you guys can get a look at it and see if you want to spend the money to have it shipped over here. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And feel free to check back on the previous HO scale fleet updates. And yeah.